Local 404 shall be required, under any circumstances, to venture more than 1 hour's distance from her usual field abiding. The aforementioned shepherd may venture further if she so chooses, but only if the weather isn't cold, the sheep aren't sick, and she really feels like it. Let me see if I've got this straight. You didn't go to see the baby because it's not in your job description?
Yep.
You guys don't take any risks, do you?
No.
Guess you never get hurt that way. But you missed out on a really big event. Local 404 shall be required under any circumstances to answer a lot of nosy questions from a complete stranger. A couple of questions maybe, but not too many. Guess they must seem the baby because they didn't want to change their routine. I guess we're all afraid to change sometimes. Are you the 3 wise men?
Yes, indeed you.
Absolutely.
No question about it.
You must be the ones who went to see the baby in Bethlehem, and you brought him gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Is that right?
Well, actually, we were a bit tied up that day.
Tied up?
Yes, you see, there was a very important scholarly conference that we absolutely had to attend.
Yes, terribly important. Went to miss it, really. It was certainly an intellectual milestone.
So, what was the conference about?
I can't say that I remember exactly, but it was a very important conference.
Say, what was that conference about anyway? Let me see. Oh, I remember now. The exact title of the conference was Celestial Signs that will indicate the birth of the Messiah, theoretical and technical aspects.
Yes,
that was it, exactly. Could you remember?
Celestial signs. Does that mean stars and things like that?
Yes, exactly. You're a well-educated child.
So, you must have spent a lot of time looking through telescopes.
Well, no, actually the conference was inside. There weren't even windows in the meeting room. That made it easier to see the slides.
We were quite busy the whole week, though. I didn't get a chance to go outside at all.
Nor did I.
Nor I.
Then you didn't see the star?
What star?
The huge star up in the sky. Some other wise men followed it to a manger in Bethlehem. They say they saw the Christ child.
Nonsense. The star direction theory has never been proven.
Very shady evidence, very shady.
Are you sure it wasn't a rainbow? Many of the more influential wise men believe the sign would be a rainbow.
The star theory is definitely out. The rainbow theory is much more credible.
I personally favor the lightning bolt theory. So dramatic.
But you missed the baby.
You see, the star theory is out. It
Absolutely.
couldn't have been the right baby.
Absolutely not.
Couldn't be.
The lightning bolt theory is interesting. I was discussing it with a friend just the other day.
Let's not forget about the meteor shower theory.
The meteor shower theory. A bit overrated if you ask me.
Too vague.
Indeed.
Well, it seems that these wise men were too preoccupied with their theories to notice the coming of the Christ child. I guess can get in the way sometimes, especially if you really like them. Speaking of stars, I bet you didn't know that the star of the manger was actually supposed to be a whole bunch of stars of all different sizes, kind of like a fireworks display. But some of the stars chickened out at the last minute. That looks like them over there. You are some of the best looking stars I've ever seen. But got time to go see him. Some of her barn animals will get closer to Jesus than she will.